Hello and welcome to Sakshi Post. Today on our program, we have a very special guest who's a psychologist, who's a mother, who's an entrepreneur. She is the CEO and founder of Sanctuary of Life, and she is an integrated therapist and a mind and body wellness coach. Hello, Mrs. Haripriya Naresh. So could you tell us a little bit about what led you into the business of helping people, of seeing that people have a fit mental and physical life together?
Sure. So when I was growing up, I was pretty confused about how life showed up around. Why did people behave in a particular way? So when it was time to choose a subject, psychology was the one that I chose. In spite of doing, the degree, the postgrad, when I entered into my own adult life, living life from my choices, the career, the choice of a partner, became the mother, and that too of girls. I so badly wanted girls. I had realized that my emotional and mental quotient was actually dipping. For me, it was quite a surprise. In spite of being a psychologist, I'm really not able to feel the joy and ease of living life and dealing with all the roles and demands that came. How are the rest of the world doing it? And then that's when just my psychological practice I felt was not enough. There was a part of me that was searching for more. I did connect with the fact that as a human being, we are a very integrated entity. We are not just a physical body. We have this mental body we call the mind, and an emotional body, and then there is this energy body we call the aura. And in a country like India, we know about chakras and nadis, and there is this being that, or the soul or the spirit that we call, that chose to come here. What the heck am I doing here was a question that I asked, and I didn't have answers for all these parts of me. I didn't know these parts of me. My connect with them was not such. So that's where my journey began, of collecting all the different integrated sciences that tell me about my mind, my emotional body, my inner dynamics, so that I can better understand my inner world, so that no matter what shows up in the outer world, I will know what choices work for me and how to deal with it. In that journey, that's when I love sharing what works for me and what I'm excited about. And that's when I started evolving them into tips, techniques, modules, which I can then share with my clients. So I was into workshops of life and living, corporate training. I had started, seeing clients one-to-one. So I evolved this concept called the human behind the role. And if we can just put aside the role that, if I'm looking at you, the role that you play in my life, and I look at you just as a human being, and you have this mind and the heart and, whatever space, and there's a large part of what's happening which I'm not aware of. And when something happens or you say something, can I just widen my horizon to say, I wonder what's happening here. Wow, it's very interesting what he's saying or what's happening. And from there, start looking at, okay, what can I do? What's happening to me? Now, what are the choices? And I think that's where the journey began. So Sanctuary of Life then took form. It's all about rediscover, living, loving, and learning. I don't look at anything as a wrongness or a problem. I look at, okay, if there's something happening here which seems to be a little challenging for you and maybe you don't understand what's happening, let's get to know more. It's about an exploration. Let's get to know more. And when you connect with what's really causing it, what's the invisible and unconscious dynamics behind it, you will know what to do with it.